what it
Really
do.
fun video coming your way, guys. We got our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay as per usual on Fridays. We do a Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. You want $500 before high. Because the first month, I'm going to start every month throughout the NBA season. We're going to start a ladder challenge. So the first of every month and keep it going until we lose. So we got actually 2 parlays coming your way into this video. We're going to start off with our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay, and then close the video out with a 2-leg parlay.
I gotta pick me a parlay right there.
Before we dive into today's next, we will recap of how we did last night. Spoiler alert, it wasn't very good. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a cap that I can usually put.
What it do? What it do? 13. Yeah. That's what. Hey, I'm finna pick. I was telling you, I seen you invite me. I need to pick me a what you call them right there. Pick me a parlay right there.
If idle money earns anonymous cash.
Yeah. DraftKings, FanDuel. I be playing fantasy all the time. And they start in a few minutes. That's why I seen you invite me. I said, shit, let me tell them that I'm gonna pick me a parlay right quick before I hop on. Yeah, it's finna start, yeah.
Which makes it easier to go and tail. Look, guys, no sugarcoating it. We went 1-6 yesterday.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes. Shit, a game lasts about what? Right. You right.
On the channel, nothing hit. I mean,
shit, I'm up here.
A couple close misses like Clay Thompson. He hits 1 more 3. That prop cashes. You know, Van Vliet missed by a couple assists. But like I said, there's no sugarcoating, and I don't hide from the losses. This isn't that kind of channel. I'm not here to try to convince you I'm the best sports bettor of all time. I'm just giving you my data, giving you my picks, and look, this isn't going to be the last time this happens this year. I can promise you that. It's a long NBA season. We're going to have bad nights. You're only human. I mean, this is gambling, right? We're going to have good nights. We're going to have bad nights. We had a really bad night last night. We're not going to dwell on it. We got a new day. We got some parlays here. Good opportunity to go ahead and make some units back and make some money back. Let's go ahead and dive into today's picks. Jumping right into the outliers.
Damn, that shit going fast too.
Being built on DraftKings now. You can
it's already 11.
That can closely represent this. If you can go ahead and do that. But of course, this parlay is built with intention that's going to be used on DraftKings. But all these sportsbook offers similar.
Where your wife at? She supposed to be
Go ahead and try to find the closest thing possible. But again, if you can, DraftKings is the way to go for this parlay. I try to switch every other week. Like I think last week did FanDuel. We try to do FanDuel and DraftKings, do it like a nice little equal mix so that everyone can get involved here with the parlay fun. Our first leg of our 5-leg Freaky Friday parlay.
Oh, okay.
The Kings-Hawks game, 7:30 p.m. tip-off tonight. We had DeMar DeRozan over 26.5 points plus assists. Now, admittedly, this is the riskiest line of the parlay. Now, you could go ahead and if you want to play a little safer here, go down to 24.5, which the data looks a lot better at. But you do sacrifice some odds. This parlay goes under 500, and the goal here is obviously 500 or higher. If you guys want to play a little safer, you can go and take a line.
Cadillac DeVille.
For the purposes of this parlay, we're going to go with 26.5. That is still pretty decent overall. So far this year, DeMar DeRozan on this over. He's averaging 27 points plus assists per game. Some close cashes and some close misses. It's been really close on this line all 4 games. Again, at the 24.5 points plus assists line, it's a 100% hit rate this year. So again, if you want to play a little safer, the data's a little bit better there.
Oh, damn.
Take a little more of a risk here. 50% hit rate so far this year, but the head-to-head data is really solid. All 4 times he's faced off with the Atlanta Hawks last year.
Oh, it ain't.
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, I used to always fuck with them.
Consistently and convincingly in all those games.
Caprice,
in 2023, a 60% hit rate on this over. 49 out of 81 games last year. He went and cashed the over. Just to show you guys the alternate line, because I'm giving you that option, obviously. The number's better, 73% hit rate when you put that 24.5 point plus assist line. But again, we're going with 26.5 here. And it's still because the data's still
right.
Even at the higher line, is still solid overall. And the defensive matchup is really solid. Well, overall, the Atlanta Hawks were the second worst scoring defense in the NBA last year, 108.6 points per game. Or excuse me, we now actually have updated numbers. This is the first day this year where the data is updated to this season. That's actually really good for up to this point for using last year's data. This is the first day where Outlier we now have the 24 data. So this is this year. This is the numbers from this year. Overall, Atlanta, the second worst this season. Spoiler, they were really bad last year as well. 14th versus shooting guard, 11th and 16th. Actually, better. They're about middle of the road in those categories versus small forward, 29th and 23rd. DeMar DeRozan kind of plays between the 2 and 3 positions. So in both those matches, I think it's a pretty solid
shit coming fast.
Again, the head-to-head data, he had a lot of success versus Atlanta last season. The data so far this year, again, it's been really close on all those lines. The key thing to note here is that he's playing the minutes, he's getting a good amount of playing time. He's taking about 14.5 shots per game, so the volume is there for him to go ahead and cash. So that's the first leg of our 5-leg parlay. All right, guys, next up, our second leg of our 5-leg parlay. We have the Celtics Hornets game, 7 p.m. tip-off tonight. We got Derek White of the Boston Celtics over 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. The data is really, really green, just like the Boston Celtics on this one. He's cashed this over in all 5 games.
What do you say, Derek White over 21 points?
Plus rebounds plus assists per game per Boston. That's including loss, that includes games.
Oh, White plus assists. It look good.
And overall, last year, he cashed it pretty consistent as well. 2023, a 66% hit rate on this over.
It look good on you, Dave.
2 games, including playoffs, he cashed it over. Averaging 24.67 points plus rebounds plus assists per game last season. And the head-to-head data, last time he faced off with the Charlotte Hornets back in April of last year, he cashed it over convincingly with 33 points plus rebounds plus assists. So it's a really good mark. And overall, we know so far this year, Charlotte, 25th in points allowed, 28th in assists allowed. There's actually a pretty decent rebounding team this year, but overall, not a very defensive team. Versus shooting guards, 25th in points allowed, 4th in rebounds, 9th in assists. And versus point guards, again, Derek White kind of shifts the position. He's primarily a shooting guard, though. But overall, the numbers look pretty decent, and the head-to-head data last year, obviously, looked pretty good. We're going to stick with Derek White here on this over of 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. All right, guys, next up, our third leg in our 5-leg parlay. Moving on to the Nuggets-Timberwolves game, 9:30 p.m. tip-off. We're going Dante DiVincenzo.
You want to ready up right now?
Over 10.5 points.
All right.
Because we're using the ultimate line for a lot of these prop guys, the data's going to look good nationally here.
All right.
DiVincenzo has cashed the over 3 out of 4 games this season with an average of 12.75 points plus assists per game this year. The only game he failed to catch it was their last game against the Dallas Mavericks a couple days ago. He had just 3 points and 6 assists in that one. But the key thing here is that he has been cashing it pretty consistently. And the numbers, he's playing a good amount of minutes, about 27 minutes per game, taking about 10 shots per game. The key thing here, he didn't take a ton of shots in that Mavericks game. And when he did take shots, they weren't good ones. 1 for 6 overall in that game against Minnesota. I mean, certainly against Dallas. I'll mix up with the teams there. But the head-to-head data is also pretty solid as well. Look at last year. Both times versus the Denver Nuggets, and for the New York Knicks, of course, cashed the over both times, averaging 18.5 points plus assists per game last season. And in general, looking
For me,
at overall,
I'm headed to the
94 teams last year with the New York Knicks. Points plus assists per game last season. Still decent this year.
I don't know why it takes me so long to get to match.
Overall, last year, we go ahead and look at the numbers.
Oh, here I go.
Played off 30 minutes per game, so slightly less this year in Minnesota, but still 27 minutes per game. He's still getting a decent amount of volume.
Oh, ain't nobody? All right. Where you at? What are you? No,